I'm Jessica Remer, online editor for Power Engineering. I'm here at the Las Vegas Convention Center for Power Generation Week. I have with me Hampson of ICF International, and we're here to talk to you about CHP trends in North America. Anne, can you tell us a little bit about ICF?
Well, ICF is an international company. We have offices throughout the world, but we're headquartered right outside of Washington, D.C. We do a lot of energy consulting work, so we work a lot with both the federal government, but also private companies or utilities and equipment manufacturers in the energy space.
And yesterday, you served as a panelist on the CHP Trends in North America session. First, let's tell our viewers, who probably already know, what is CHP?
So CHP is basically a concept for how you would be generating both electricity and thermal energy. So in traditional power plants, the excess energy that's not used to create electricity is just put up a cooling tower into a river and is wasted, whereas in CHP we would be collecting that waste heat and using it for a useful process, like at an industrial plant or a hospital or other type of facility to provide heating or hot water needs.
So it's a highly efficient method of power generation.
It is,
okay.
Yes.
Now, you were talking yesterday about the types of CHP systems and how it can be a little confusing. Can you elaborate for us?
Yeah, there are a bunch of different technologies that can be used in a combined heat and power mode, or it's kind of a means of operation. So you can have reciprocating engines, you can have gas turbines, fuel cells, and they can all produce electricity, and then as a byproduct they produce heat as well that can be captured and used for those thermal processes like hot water needs.
Now, part of your role is to help maintain a database of CHP installations in the country. Where in the U.S. can we find CHP?
So you can find CHP in every state. There are certain areas that have a higher concentration of CHP systems. For instance, the Northeast, so in New York and New England, or also in California, they have a lot of CHP systems. The state with the most is actually Texas, because they have a lot of petrochemicals and refining industries, and so CHP is a natural fit for them because they have a lot of thermal needs and a lot of electric needs. So it's a good technology for those types of applications.
And what would be some of the drivers behind a CHP installation?
So certainly, being able to generate your own electricity and thermal energy cheaper than you could buy it is a main driver. So the ability to generate using natural gas, since gas prices are so much lower recently compared to what they were, between 5 and 10 years ago, is a very big driver. But also the fact that CHP systems are on site at the facility where the energy is used. That means that, if the grid surrounding the facility went down, it's a good thing for resilience and reliability in the face of hurricanes or other natural disasters. Your facility could keep operating. One of the things too that we've been seeing is a lot more utility action in terms of CHP and wanting, there are a lot of utilities that are looking at distributed generation more broadly, and CHP is one of those things that they can be working on with their customers.
So why would you say a utility should pursue a CHP installation?
So, one great thing, a lot of utilities are in the business of electricity generation and they sell that, but if they were putting in CHP systems at customer sites, they could sell not only the electricity but the steam as well. So you'd be getting two products out of one. There are also a lot of environmental drivers that utilities are having to deal with and come into compliance with. And CHP, since it is more efficient, therefore it has less emissions than traditional power generation. So it can be a way that's cost effective and reduces emissions at the same time.
So what would you say are the next steps for CHP with regard to utilities?
So, one of the next steps is for utilities to even figure out what the market for CHP looks like for customers in their area. Some utilities have a lot of, big industrial customers where CHP might be a great fit. Others might have more, commercial customers like hospitals and universities. And so for them to just know which ones of the, their customers they could reach out for is really kind of the first step that they can take. And then being able to plan for those systems, by putting it into their integrated resource plans or other types of future transmission and distribution planning.
That's great. Well, that's all for now. We're here at the Las Vegas Convention Center once again, and thanks for watching.